All right, we're entering the final few days of the intermediate decline. I call this the bloodbath phase. This is where price just goes down day after day after day, and no matter how many times we go through this, people's emotions take over, and they do stupid things. They sell into a bloodbath phase. They become shell shocked, and then they can't buy back, usually for many weeks, sometimes months later. So I'll show you some examples of a bloodbath phase. Here's gold. I think this was a year or two ago. Once this support zone, these almost always start when a support zone breaks. So here was a break of a support zone. These bloodbath phases, they tend to last 5 to 7 days. This one was 7 days. And then we got our bottom. And then we actually tested the bottom. And then we took off to the upside. Let me show you another one. I warned people that this was coming. This is the 30-year bond. And it's the same picture for the 10-year. We had a support zone here that had been tested twice. And I warned people, I said, bonds are in a secular bear market. And so assets that are in a bear market, they make lower lows. So we were expecting a third or fourth test, however many it took, would eventually break down and give us the final move down into the intermediate cycle low. And let me widen this just a bit. This cycle is really mature. So I'm not really expecting this to get a sustained move. Now, the Fed is fighting this because this is putting pressure on the banks. So this may last more than 7 days, but as of right now, this is day 6. So when this broke, the bloodbath phase started. The Fed tried to stop it here, couldn't get control of it. Got another bounce, couple-day bounce here, and it may have to go a little bit further because the Fed is trying to stop this artificially. It'd be better if they just let it run naturally and we exhaust the selling, and then we'll turn and go higher. But another example of a bloodbath phase once a support zone breaks. All right, here's one in oil. Not quite as extreme. Oil's forming a base on a large cup and handle pattern, but this lasted 5 days. Once this support zone right here broke, 5 days down into this bottom, then we got a reversal, and then a slight undercut over here. And I'll widen this a little bit. You can get a better view. So I think we're building out a cup and handle, and we're kind of in the right side of the cup here on oil. So what is happening is we're in the final few days of a bloodbath phase. And let me go to gold. We're on day 4. As I said, they usually last 5 to 7 days. Most emotional retail traders will panic sell. They're I'm going to get lots of emails from trolls telling me how wrong I am, and that gold is never going to turn and go back up. And a month from now, I'm going to be telling you I told you so again. This is how these intermediate declines end. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they just grind sideways and sideways. But obviously the banking cartel, I went over this in my last video. They haven't been able to really make a lot of money in their shorts. So they need to trigger this bloodbath phase so that they can cover their shorts into a panic selling event. They need large volume in order to cover big short positions. And this is, if they can do it, this is how they'll do it. They'll break a support zone, start this bloodbath phase, this panic selling, where retail traders, and many of them, even the ones that know what's happening and have been through dozens of these, emotions are more powerful than logic, and they still panic sell. And then they can't buy back for the ride higher. And these create massive bearish sentiment. That is the fuel for a big move. So, we've got at least one more day of this, and maybe 3, 5 to 7 days. And then we're going to get the turn, and we're going to have an insanely powerful move that is going to break out above these all-time highs. We're right now, this is what builds the fuel for that, and also the banking cartel will cover their shorts into this, and so they'll get out of the way of the next rally. So this is an opportunity. If you haven't bought, you need to buy here soon. If you have bought, you need to hang on. You don't want to do something stupid. You don't want to sell your position into this, because these don't last very long, and then once it's finished, you get a huge move to the upside. The more bearish sentiment this creates, the bigger the move is on the other side of the rally. So all I can do is try understand what's happening. This is a final move. It's a bloodbath phase. The banking cartel covers their shorts into this, and then once this is done, it produces a huge multi-week rally, and this one I'm positive is going to give us the breakout move above 2090.